You do it! How you doing today, everybody? Happy Thursday. We are one day close to the pinnacle of the week, aka the weekend. I hope everybody's day is off to an awesome one. I had a great I love going for my morning walks because you meet all kinds of awesome children of God. Like, I'm very spiritual. I am a child of God. Flaws and all, but it's awesome getting to talk with different people in the neighborhood and interacting because I never really did this shit. I never really was social other than on social media. So doing it in real life, it's really cool. It's been a couple days since we've done a video here, and not for nothing. I've had stuff go on, and other than that, other than me kicking life's ass, the last time I brought you guys a video, yes, it was a controversial topic, and yes, it was after being nothing more than who I am got me muted from a couple groups that I love, which, hey, that's fine. I understand. I gotta make changes. I'm not gonna cater myself to the world. Like, it's racing. People swear, people flip and get excited. Shit, man. I'm as passionate as it gets about sprint car racing, and I've been since I was about 6 years old. You can ask my lovely mother. Hi, Mom. I hope you're having an awesome day. My mom is on the channel. Give her a round of applause for creating a legend and being a legend herself. Anyway, excuse me. Had to spit out my nicotine patch, trying to quit smoking. It's been 8 days. It's been 8 days and nobody has been harmed, mutilated, or murdered even with the thought of mine. So give me a round of applause there. Because anyway, you guys aren't here for that. You're here for the racing. You don't want to hear that. You want to hear some shit with some bop in it when it comes to the racing, right? Yeah, absolutely you do. So again, yeah. Sometimes I gotta watch what I say. I get that there's kids around, but also we're adults. I feel we should be able to speak freely. I'm at a point where I can control my language, but I get excited, so shit slips sometimes. It happens. I'm not perfect. I never will be. I don't want to be perfect. I just want to improve every day. So I need to look at my role, and I'm not responsible for other people's roles. I just got to learn how to deal with it a little better. Now, I'm so passionate about this for many reasons, but one of the main ones, my father. He was taking me to dirt track races of all kinds, specifically sprint car modified mostly, since my first memory. My first memory was my dad screaming, "Jesus Christ!" During a 100-lapper at Penn National. Billy Pouch was leading the whole thing and ran over a lapper's tire and pulled in with, I believe, with less than 10 to go. I know that. So it goes back to that, and it was at that point where I really fell in love with the sport. And over the years, it's come and gone. I slipped into I got into my own gremlins. Greg Hodnett died a day before my 30th birthday back in 2018, and I was almost about done with racing. But I went to the National Open, the prelim, Friday night, the week after he died, and I noticed this misfit kid in, I forget what the color car, or it was sponsored by Fastenal back then, in this 39 car. Kid that I had seen run micros out at Payette Valley, and he was pretty good in that, but in the 410, it was like, oh my God, this guy's all over the place. Who the hell gave him an opportunity? Come to find out, Greg Hodnett's main sponsor for many years, Macri Concrete, he's actually Nick Macri's son. And I didn't know that back watching him at Payette Valley. I didn't make the connection. I was kind of young back then. Not young, but I was only in my 20s, so I really didn't know too much like I do now. I did, but yeah, my knowledge has expanded with time. So yeah, watching him, he was terrible, but something just told me, give this kid a couple years, and he's it. He's gonna be. I seen something in him, and several people that night laughed at me, and yeah, that kid happens to be the winningest driver in all of sprint car racing across the country in 2022. So there's that. Yeah, I know he hasn't beaten the Outlaws yet. I get it. Yeah, but he's had some great runs against the Outlaws, so that win's coming. You bet your sweet ass. When I was a kid, meeting guys like Billy Pouch, Greg Hodnett, I'm naming my idols here, Jack Haudenschild, Stevie Smith, who I took a picture with and gave me his hat right off his head in Victory Lane when he signed his deal with Ingersoll Rand at the 96 National Open. Yeah, 96 National Open. And mailed me a copy of the picture, which my mom still has. That's coming up on a episode of Racing Chronicles, so stay tuned for that. So yeah, stuff like that, and many races I've seen where Keith Kaufman came from 18th to go for the lead in the National Open, and Mark Kinzer hit him with a nasty slide job. I liked Mark Kinzer, so at the time I was kind of like, that's racing, knowing that, no, it's not. That was a dirty ass move. But stuff like watching Billy Pouch, or that was, 99, because 98 Billy Pouch won the rained out version of the National Open that was unsanctioned, unfortunately, but doing so he came from, I believe, 16th. Watching Greg Hodnett cut through the World of Outlaw Gum Out Series field from 21st to win, like, what? Who does that? So there's some more amazing memories. Hodnett winning the National Open in 09, like, there's so much more I could get into, but for time constraints, we'll keep that short. Now, coming up, it is Weikert Weekend, and I couldn't be more stoked. The Weikert is one of my favorite events of the year, up there with the Tusky 50, the Hodnett Classic, the National Open, soon to be the Smith Memorial at Lincoln, the Dirt Classic at Lincoln. Like, well, this is for me, being from Pennsylvania. I know there's more historic events, but there's not many more prestigious trophies than that bullhead honoring Bob Weikert, one of the winningest car owners in the history of sprint car racing. One that's car was sitting in Victory Lane during some of the world's greatest events, the Knoxville Nationals, the Williams Grove National Open, the historical big one, the Sharon Nationals, the Tuscarora 50, you name it. Just about any race you could think of, that car's been in Victory Lane. Any winged sprint car race, that car's been sitting in Victory Lane. So it's cool, we get to honor him. There's some cool things going on. Cornhole tournament, I could use a partner. Somebody want to link up, please? I haven't played cornhole since I was in treatment, and I would love to toss some beanbags. God, that sounded awful. I did not mean that how you people probably interpreted it. But there's that. MRN's gonna be there. I'm getting pictures of the pictures I took with drivers printed out to do like my homemade style merch, so I can do like a photo album, and I'm gonna have those said drivers sign them, and hoping to take more pictures with guys like Danny Dietrich, of course, one of my favorites. That I'm trying to think. Justin Whittall I'd like to get. I'd love to get the Daredevil. If he is at Port, he might go to Lincoln. He should be there Sunday night, but this is where I think the other track should work. The other Saturday track should work hand in hand with the one that's having a big show, and maybe not feature the 410 sprints, but hey, that's what they do. You know, they compete. You know, I feel it should be a hand in hand, you know, we're all in this together type of deal, but you have tracks that feel differently, you have drivers that feel differently, you have fans that say, oh, I support this track, so this track sucks, it can't be good, and that sucks, that attitude sucks. But the Weikert is a great event for me, and there's unfinished business, because a lot of you know last year Anthony Macri was in line for the win and going for it, running down Lance DeWeese. he lost his tire banging the boards a little too hard coming out of turn 4, and the tire bounced right in front of me. And there's redemption on Macri's mind. Speaking to his mom and him over the past couple of events I've been to, he wants that trophy bad. That still leaves a sour taste in his mouth. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm hyped. I'm going to leave my ass here at like 8 a.m. Saturday for the whole experience. The afternoon forecast does not look formidable, but the evening forecast is changing ever so slightly each and every day, and it's looking like we're going to have a great 2 days of racing. I hope to see many of you there. I hope to see many of you naked. I mean, at the races naked. I mean, your faces at the races naked. That's it. And I can't wait to see who comes out at the Weikert. I would love to see Danny at Saturday night being in the Weikert car this weekend, the iconic paint scheme, and seeing Macri win Sunday. And I'd love to see Macri sweep, but Danny deserves to park it this weekend, and not Sunday though, because it's Macri against the world. I don't give a fuck if Billy Pouch comes back and runs a sprint car. That might be the exception. I shouldn't have said that, but either way, I hope you enjoy the races. If you're there, hit me up. I would love to meet I've been meeting new people. It's been the experience of my life. Can't wait for Saturday and Sunday. And I'll see you guys right back here on E and Double D Sports Fanatics. Please give a like and subscribe. I love you guys. Thank you for bumping me up to over 20 subscribers. May not be a big deal to some, but it's huge to me. Please keep doing that for me. And I'll try my best to give you guys some awesome content. And I'll see you next time at the track or right here with some more racing content.